Hello, this is JJ from pianodownloads.com, and I'm going to talk to you a bit about arpeggiating your chords to make them sound more flowing, more worshipful. I'm in the key of G. Let's start off with three simple chords, G, and I'm playing octaves on the left hand. When I first started off playing piano, I just did octaves on the, so I did just octaves. That's, I got really good at doing octaves. I was actually better with octaves on my left hand than I was on my right. With that, I'm playing octaves on the left. I'm doing G, G over B, and then C. So G, G, second inversion, and then G again, right? I'm just moving the left hand octave up to B, and then, so you can practice that. Now, what I'm going to do with the left hand, now if you'll notice when I play the octave, the perfect fifth is conveniently under the index finger. So if you're good at playing octaves on the left hand, you'll be good at playing the fifth right on your index finger. Check this out. Now for B, the perfect fifth is the F sharp, or you have an option of going up to the G. I'll talk more about that later. Or you can, when you get up to C, the perfect fifth from C is G. So check this out. You can just zone out on this. Let me do that again. Now, what I can do, if you'll notice, I actually started on the fifth and accented. You can do that when you get good at it. So let's add this in, but then on the right hand, instead of playing the regular chord, I'm gonna do a musical idea. Now that seemed like it was a little fast. Let me slow that down. I could do that. I should not do that because that would be my B minor. The reason why that would be my B minor, because a B minor 7 has a D inside of it. So a habit of mine, you play your chords as wholes, but in this particular case, I mentioned G, G over B, and C. Now to add that G over B, add a little spice to that, I can do a sus2. So check this out. Let me add everything in with the arpeggios and then do some nice musical ideas with that. So from what I could do is on the left hand, I can move the left hand and arpeggiate the whole thing. This is nice, but this adds a bit of flow to it. You can go from left to right, or so what did I do? Left to right. You can do this on the right hand. Check this out. Right? Now you can arpeggiate it. Now, let's talk about that option that we had. The perfect fifth from B is the F sharp, and you can arpeggiate that. you can go up to the G. If you were to stay diatonically into the key with the arpeggio, you would actually go B, G, B, C. But to me, it sounds nicer if you go. But for me, my left hand is used to doing the fifth. So if you learn all of your octaves, learn your fifths going all the way up, really helps out your playing. And then on the right hand, you can do this. You just walk in. Or, right now I'm on the 4 chord. I can arpeggiate. Right? Or just. So I just went up from G over B. And then the nice thing about pianos, this is one thing that pianos have an advantage over guitars, not trying to flame guitar players. You know, they do dozens of things keyboards don't, but you can actually muscle in. You can muscle in some bottom end, especially if you have 76 or 88 keys. And then on the right hand, G over B, C. Now let's go to D, to E minor, to D, arpeggiating, what did I do there? So there, excuse me, just like out of the Rugrats theme. Something like that. You're just playing your minor thirds, and you're just going up with the scale. So from there, so D over F sharp, and now this is my E minor 7/9 blah blah blah. And you can actually, you see the G inside of there, you can actually play a G, add some depth into it. D. Now for my 4 chord, this is the G sus2 or G add 9. I double up the D in that, so D, G, A, D. Now, very good, very flowing. Now, optional for you CCM cats, I'm going to throw in a bit of gospel in this. This chord comes from the gospel side of the house. You can do this as is optional. In my CCM days, I used to actually sneak in gospel chords in there just as a passing and try for it not to be intrusive. Don't try that unless you want to get looked at. But sometimes I was able to get away with it. Let me give you an example. Right, I'm in G, G over B to C. Now check this out. My mistake, check this out. Now what did I do there? All I did, there's an A flat in there. Now, from there, oh my gosh, a tritone. Shame on me, shame on me. Now, let's do that again. To D, to E minor, to B minor, you can do that, or check this out. Don't do this. Don't do it. Check this out. Check this out. Now I'm gonna sneak something in here, but this is just gonna mess it up. Now, there was a day where some early churches would take your head off for playing this interval right there. That was a no-no. That was a no-no. Parallel fifths was a no-no because it sounds a bit, dark and Gregorian. I think in music, all belongs to God, and I'm really glad that it has come to where it is now with today's music. So you want to work on your left-handed arpeggios. Now, if you get talked to for trying to sneak in these gospel chords into your CCM service, I don't want to get any emails saying you ruined the flow. I'm just showing you. If you want to do that, that's you. But for me, just play what. Now, if you're the worship leader and you're leading from keyboards, what is everybody gonna do? You can be rehearsals. Hey, y'all, let's do some tritones. But keep it simple. Ooh. You know what? Whatever you want to do, it all sounds great. There are times where I sit down and I want to be simple, and there are times where I sit down and I want to be gospel. And there's times where I just want to be jazzy. So just practice going back to the original arpeggio. Remember, when you play an octave, the perfect fifth is right where your pinky is. Your pinky is pointing to it, or not your pinky. Your index finger is pointing to it, saying it's right there. So, subscribe, and thank you very much. Hope I don't mess up your next Sunday service. Today's Friday. A lot of y'all had a rehearsal already. So, hope your Sunday goes well. And thank you very much.